Welcome to English 111. I'm so glad that you are here with me and that we're going to have this semester together. And so, a couple of things that I just kind of wanted to start with is that this is our first week of class, and so you all are going to come from a variety of different backgrounds. And so, we're going to have a little bit of a learning curve, getting used to our environment all together and what our community looks like. My name is Ariel Robinson, um, and I teach so many things. I've been a teacher for 16 years, and I teach a lot of upper level classes at UNCA, AD Tech, now Haywood Community College, and I also teach high school. And I have a lot of experience in teaching and writing is my passion. I'm currently getting my doctorate in English pedagogy from Murray State. So there are so many things that I'm super passionate about, and I want to make sure that I'm here for you and I'm constantly coaching you and making you feel like you're best. So I just wanted to kind of show you the acclimation to the course. I hope that you got my welcome message last week and that you were able to look at the syllabus and kind of poke around. But a couple of things that I just want to make sure is highlighted this week as you were looking around is first, like, make sure that you do the hop. First and foremost, it is under our course overview or getting started, and you just need to make sure that you enroll so that you can unlock all of the modules. Okay, so that being said, when you go to the syllabus, you're going to see everything pop up, and then I have a welcome letter here for you. Please read those both. They give a lot of details about my style and what I do, but I did want to kind of introduce you to the main concepts of the class. And so one thing is that when you look at the week by week, each week will kind of pop up that day. I will try to unlock them ahead of time as possible so that you can kind of work at your own pace. But there will be some activities that are highly collaborative. And because they're highly collaborative, you're going to be using Harmonize. And if you've not gotten used to Harmonize, it's a wonderful tool, but you're going to be doing a lot of activity on here. And so this week we're going to have a forum. A lot of times there will be a word requirement. You'll have to have a certain number of posts because what we're going to be doing is we're going to be simulating an actual in-person class discussion. And so it's going to be really important that you are engaged. And so when you are doing your forum this week, I want you to be kind of thinking especially about like who you feel like your name is. And then also you're going to be going to a Padlet to establish the norms of our classroom culture. Because since we're asynchronous, a lot of these conversations are difficult to have, but your learning is just as valuable as anybody else is going to be doing it in person. Okay. So take a look through the syllabus, but a couple of things that I want to make sure is really highlighted about the way I do class, especially an asynchronous class. AI. Okay, so there are variations of this policy that are floating around HCC's campus. I helped to get started some of the conversations around AI. And so I want to make sure that this is really clear. We're going to be doing a lot of writing, and we're going to be doing a lot of reading, and we're going to do a lot of online discussion and collaboration. And so AI is a tool, but AI is not a crutch. And I do allow AI to be used as a piece, as a tool to help you further your skill set. I do not allow AI to be a final draft. I do not allow AI to be the thing that you turn in. And so therefore, if you are not using AI ethically, then you will not receive credit for some assignments and be either asked to redo it, or you will have to have an in-person meeting with me where you're going to talk me through your choices. But please remember, it's garbage in, garbage out. If you put in something in AI and then it spits out garbage, that's what I'm going to see is your ability. I want to see your thinking. Your thinking is always more important. Now, I have an acceptable AI use document. Please review that. and it's part of your assessment for the week on the AI policy quiz. So just remember, this course, I am more interested in developing your skills than seeing what a robot has to say. And if we have to advance into academic dishonesty policies, we shall. But I want you to know first and foremost that you can use it as a brainstorming tool, but that is what you can use it for. And I have a document that gives you all of the guidelines for this. Okay, so on that note, kind of like as you're poking through the syllabus, like some things to know about this course, it's about learning how to write, about learning inquiry-based instruction, about learning how to collaborate with your peers to make meaning and develop in your composition. And so we're going to start with some key components. One is metacognition, annotation, which is an exercise in metacognition. And then we're also going to start with like meaning making through that discussion. So when you're going through the syllabus, here's another thing that I want you to be paying attention to starting this week and moving on, is that you have something called the core. And the core is going to be assessments that are showing me your mastery of concepts. So the first one that we'll do will be a memoir, person, or narrative. And then we'll do a one-pager that's focused on rhetoric. You'll also have a special topics presentation toward the end of the term. You'll also have a collaborative writing activity and a proctored final exam on HCC's campus. So the online discussions and completion work will be marked as complete or incomplete. So in practice, about 50% is the lowest grade that I'm going to go because I do reflect that a failing grade is a failing grade. Now, that being said, if you are consistently late, incomplete, or have assessments that are subpar, then that will change or negotiate your grade as per the rubric. So keep in mind that even though that some completion activities like forum posts and practices are complete or incomplete, that there is a spectrum of that, and I do expect that you are going to put forth your best effort and your thinking to make meaning, not just to turn in the assignment. So I'm here to help you with that, but I do want to make sure that we're developing those ideas together. So you're going to have these two assignment types. So you're going to see that there's core, and then you're going to see online discussion and completion. So there's core and completion. And so the major core assignments, you'll have a narrative essay, one pager, collaborative writing, special topics presentation. And so those are the major policies for the class. And so we're going to be doing things that you're maybe not used to as much, like online collaborative editing, recording presentations and showing that to each other, and having online forum discussions. And I've been in my doctorate studying a lot of these things as best practices. So I'm really excited to see what you all do with this and where you go. The first week, after you have taken your time to go through the syllabus, watch this video, and also to familiarize yourself with the text, what I'd like you to do is take a moment to sign up for your presentation. When you sign up for your presentation, you don't necessarily have to know right now what your topic is going to be. That's okay. But some people are going to want to present earlier, and some people are going to want to present later. And so if you go ahead and snag your name now, you can plan ahead of time for this. And so as you're planning ahead of time, I want you to think about not only when you want to present, because that's going to be a major factor, but then you're also going to want to think about like what you might want to present on. And so you're going to have these options in the drop-down menu, and it's identity, representation, technology. And if you're like, what the heck is she talking about? You can scroll down to the bottom, and I have some topic concentrations and some descriptions of what that'll look like. it's not necessarily going to be, 100% what you think you're going to do later, but you can go ahead and get an idea so that as we go through, things come up, you know what you're looking for. Okay. And so the last thing that I kind of wanted to show you before we move on is that I haven't quite finished it yet, but it'll be finished in the next couple of days. Is that there will be a week by week that you're going to have. It's already posted there. It's just not quite up to date yet. So, but I'm going to have this posted, which is in a week by week. It may change a little bit, but for the most part, it's going to stay mostly the same. But you'll see that toward the end of the course, we're going to be doing a collaborative research piece. We're also going to be doing presentation discussions. And so if you want to like look ahead and see what some of that looks like, then that might be a good way to get yourself moving for the semester. So overall, I'm so glad that you all are here and that we have come together to learn how to write, learn how to collaborate, learn how to make meaning together. And just know I'm always here if you need me, even though I'm asynchronous. Just remember that since this is an asynchronous online course, that you got to be able to navigate. You've got to be able to watch the videos. You've got to be able to follow the instructions. And not lean on AI, or you cannot find that level of success in the course. So I hope that you all are having a wonderful first day, and I know that it's kind of overwhelming, but I'm really excited to see your welcome videos and see your norms and what you think is most important to our class. So on that note, have a wonderful rest of your day.